everyone, and welcome back. So today we have some retail dumpster diving for you, and as you may know, we usually film during the day, but with this trip we were kind of looking around and trying to see what else we can find. So we just decided to make a video and show you guys. This light right here that you see my husband using was actually from another dumpster dive, and it was broken, so it did need some repairs, but it's pretty good. There's a lot of different features on it, and it's a pretty nice light. I didn't even get to look up the comps on it to see like how much they sell for, because my husband just like wanted it. So he likes his light, he's happy with it. Because as you know, the GoPros, they are wonderful during the day, but at night the quality of the picture, it's not that clear, so the light definitely helped out. And this one it's missing the head. It's a little decapitated Santa. But we are gonna fix it. So we did find some other wood, and we're gonna possibly paint it and cut it out and see how that goes. But it will be fixed and usable. So there are other pieces too that we're missing that will be attached as well. So we will put up a picture of that later when we finish that. And also, if you've seen our previous video of the pillow find, all those pillows were slashed and torn apart, but they were repaired, or at least they're starting to be repaired. There's so many. Like this Steve Madden bag right here, it's really nice. It's like a luggage, like travel bag, and it also has like a neck pillow too. So yeah, we have cleaned it, but it does need a small repair on the bottom of the bag, but other than that, it's in really good condition. And that's easily fixed. So we're kind of looking into that too, like things that we find, even if they're broken, like if they're still able to be repaired, we really want to go for that too, because of course we want to show you guys the food dives as well, but also just stuff in general, like these little pieces right here, they can be reattached and fixed. So there's things that of course the stores have to get rid of, like if they're broken, but there might be things that you can fix, so that's also another option. And this is the first time that we've been to this Ross and checked this one out, but so far we did find a few things, so we will keep this on our list and check back on it later. This frame right here is really pretty. And I'm not sure if you guys can see that because I missed the price on it, but I'm sure it's worth a good amount. And like that, also one of the glass is broken, but that can be easily fixed as well, or even taken out. Sometimes we just take the glass out completely from a frame. But my husband does have some plexiglass, so we're going to try using that. He's digging in there deep, trying to get all the way to the bottom. So I like the wood part of it. It's pretty. And another stop along the way is CVS. This one, they actually had a lot of little goodies. So my husband is trying to make a little box to put stuff in. And some of the stuff we keep, and then the rest will be donated. So that's our mystery bag for later on in the video. He will go through it and show you a little bit more what's inside, just so that we can take the bag and then go through it later. And this place was pretty calm. There wasn't anybody really around, and just if you dumpster dive, of course, always pick up after yourself. And if anybody does catch you, I mean, just let them know that, you know, you're just looking for recyclables or anything that you can use, and just always be polite, and it should be fine. We prefer to go during the day, just because we feel that it's safer, but I am in the car watching my husband, so if anything, then, you know, I will honk or pull up and get him. But always be careful too if you do dumpster dive. I mean, day or night, just be careful. And if possible, have someone with you. I think the wood that was thrown in there kind of threw it off a little bit, made it a little bit more difficult to get to. But this one also is the first time we've been to this dumpster as well, so like I said, we will be checking it out again and seeing what is thrown out. Especially during the holiday times too. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be more busy and just throwing things out. So that's always a good time to go. And then after Christmas as well, maybe to the stores or even to apartment dumpsters if you guys do that. I'm sure there's going to be people throwing out stuff. And we have heard from some of our viewers too that have dumpster dive after Christmas and found some really good stuff. Who knows, they might even throw out some gift cards. We found a gift card recently. It was a Visa, Target Visa, and it still had $8.22 on it. So if you do find any gift cards, check the balances. Actually, we do have another gift card too. We found a while back. And it's for a steakhouse, and there was actually $50 on it. So yeah, we have checked it out a couple times, but unfortunately the restaurant wasn't open until like 5:30, and we had checked it out during the day and earlier. So we haven't used that yet, but we have like $50 on there still. And that was shown in one of our earlier videos, but I'm not even sure which one it was shown in right now. But yeah, always check your gift cards if you find any. Also, make sure to leave your country in the comments, and we will be adding it to our list at the end of the video. If I have forgotten anyone, just let us know you forgot us and I will add it. But we do like to kind of acknowledge our viewers, subscribers, by putting their country in our list, so let us know. So this route right here was pretty good too, so this was another find. The bread was good, so we did try some out already. The only thing is that they threw out like a package of popsicles, so it did melt a little bit on the bags of the bread, but we did wipe them down after. But other than that, they were still good. And we did keep the crates too, because they were a perfect fit, as you can see. And we could always use more storage. So with this one we found tons of bread, and we also found some milk and a couple little bottles of orange juice as well. And there was a man walking by when my husband was taking the stuff to the car. So, you know, he talked to my husband for just a couple minutes, and my husband gave him some bread and milk, asked him if he wanted it. Told him he found it right now, and, you know, it looked to be good. So, yeah, the man was happy. He thanked him, and And he said that he was just coming back from work right now, going home. So he really appreciated that. So even just a little bit, I mean, that does help still. And if anybody, we're kind of trying this. There's the orange juice right there. That one was still good too. Not sure the date on that one, but we did try it. We did finish it. It was really good. And then the milk, my husband checks it, so it's really cold still. It was past the Best By date, but we did take 2 just in case, and we tried it, and it's really good. So it's already been a few days, and we still have some, and it's still good. So not everything goes bad like as soon as you get to the Best By date, but of course you check it and see. And yeah, it was still good. The orange juice too, and you know, there's always people that can still use this as long as it's still good, of course. So we recently had tried out like boxes of food, like if anybody wanted to buy some, you know, just for a little bit over the shipping cost, just to cover any fees. But we did change the box size. So originally we had done it for priority, large flat rate box, but I just didn't like the size of it, so I used one of our eBay boxes that we ship large items in, and we filled it up. So I will put it up on the screen too. Well, you can see it already, but yeah, so if anybody's interested, we are going to do a few more boxes possibly. I mean, we're not able to do this long term yet, but we are trying, you know, to work on stuff. It's going to be for non-perishable items, and we changed it to a $25 flat rate for this big box, 16 by 12 by 8 inches, and we fill it as much as we can, and that price includes the shipping and any fees that we have to pay. But we're just trying it out and see, like, I'm going to try to give you guys a good deal, like if you guys need food, if you don't have blessing boxes. So we do try to fill it as much as we can. And if that is something that you're interested, you can email us, boltdivinyt@yahoo.com, and it will be shown somewhere up on the screen, or you can leave a comment, but probably the email, if you're interested, will be faster and easier. But yeah, just let us know if you guys are interested in that. So as you can see, the glass right there, take it out and you can still use it. So that is something that we want to continue doing, retail, and we like the apartment ones too, but we're just kind of seeing right now what works for us and, you know, what we're able to show you guys. And that's the Steve Madden set right there, and it was selling at Ross for $50. I'm not sure how much the full retail price was, but I mean, even at Ross for $50, that's a good find right there. So the inside is nice, just only the little tear on the bottom. Not sure if someone like cut it or if it just got like that, I don't know, but we can fix it. And a couple goodies from CVS. So the little controller box right there, it's missing the remote, but it does have the, you know, the charger, the cable, and if we do find the remote, then we will put it in there, test it, and sell it like that with the box. Because a lot of times we find parts here and there, so most likely we'll find that remote somewhere else. If we don't have one already. We have a box for remotes that we find, so we do sell remotes too, and especially like the old vintage remotes, like people buy those. But I have to check the box and see, because we might already have one. And our mystery box. Some cotton swabs. Brand new. Those are pretty. They don't look like too thick. There's like some that are really thick, and then those ones look a little bit thinner. Some pads. We usually like to put like Ziploc bags and put some in the blessing boxes, so that is another option too. It's not just food. So there are a lot of homeless people too that need any pads or anything like that, toothbrushes. That is a marker. We were going to give that to our baby Sophie, but once we figured out there's a marker inside, we took it away. Little dancing guy right there. That one's cute. And we have a lot of Sophie's artwork all around. I think that was an eyeglass case. Of course, we could always use bubble wrap. Actually, I already used some of it for the food box that we sent out. Those ones are pretty good too, like the tongue scrapers, like the tongue brush. This one is open, but we can use it for projects and stuff. So just because it's open, we can still use it. Some glasses. I don't know if you guys can see that. Mr. Volt was already trying them on. He doesn't use glasses either, so probably shouldn't, but he said he liked the way that they looked. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know, I guess they were pretty clear for him. So maybe he should get his eyes checked. So, 2 pair right there. Now, actually has really good vision, so I don't think he needs any. Sophie already was playing with those Olaf, so we washed them and those balls too. And she was already playing with them. See, these are those thick ones that I was talking about, the thick socks. Those ones are really good too, like during the winter time. And that one I might keep. It's one of those eye rollers. So some of this little stuff, yeah, we'll donate, or sometimes we put in a lot, like similar items. Yeah, this was just us driving around and checking out a couple places. And we will be keeping an eye on these spots, and yeah, hopefully we can find more, because like I said, this bread was really good, and we wiped it down, but it was still good. We took a couple bags for ourselves, and then the next morning Mr. Volt went and dropped them off with the donation, the blessing boxes. Also, there's people that they don't have the blessing boxes, so they have asked us about that, and maybe, I'm not sure how that works, but maybe you can, go to your city and ask them about that, if it's possible to get some started. Maybe by churches or anything like that, they can get that set up, because they really do help. I mean, we've been donating so much lately just because we've been able to find so much. But before we've used it too, like when we needed food. That's helped also. So now we're able to donate, and it's nice because we know that there's people that really do appreciate this. We see it all the time, and we just want to be able to provide more. And of course, we just want to thank all of you guys so much, because all of you have been such a huge help to allow us to keep doing this. We're able to do this on a full-time basis because of you guys. So thank you to all of our subscribers all over the world. Of course, our members, we do appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for your generosity. It really does help, and it means a lot. And we will be also showing our PayPal support as well for this month. Thank you so much. This is going towards purchasing another freezer to be able to store extra food for us to donate. So that is a huge help as well. And we will update you guys as soon as we get that.